If you enjoy the content on this channel, please like and subscribe. The Dirt is a 2019 American biographical comedy drama film directed by Jeff Tremaine from a screenplay by Wilkes and Amanda Adelson about the heavy metal glam metal band Mötley Crüe. The film stars Douglas Booth, Colson Baker, Webber and Iwan Rheon. Talks of a Mötley Crüe biopic began as early as 2006 when Paramount Pictures and MTV Films purchased the rights to the book The Dirt, The Confessions of the World's Most Notorious Rock Band by the band Nikki Sixx, Mick Mars, Vince Neil and Tommy Lee, and author Neil Strauss. However, the project then languished in a development hell for over a decade, going through numerous directors and cast members before Netflix purchased the rights in March of 2017. Filming began around New Orleans in February 2018. The film then was released on Netflix on March 22, 2019. It mainly received negative reviews from critics who said the film pleased fans, but it hesitated in handling the more troubling aspects of the band's history. On March 11, 2018, Louis De Vincenti, a rigging grip for the production team, suffered an electric shock while de-rigging a set during the New Orleans shoot. According to De Vincenti, he was passing metal pipes to other crew members when one pipe he held made contact with the nearby power line, causing an electric current that passed through his body and blew out through his right foot. As a result, he sustained second and third degree burns over 50% of his body, which required numerous surgeries and skin grafts, and his right foot had to be amputated. On March 1, 2019, De Vincenti sued Netflix and Mötley Crüe for $1.8 million to compensate for his medical bills. Some trivia notes. Machine Gun Kelly, aka Colson Baker, who played Tommy Lee, has tattoos covering his whole body and had to wear makeup to cover them all for the role. The actors played the band members of Mötley Crüe also learned how to play Mötley songs such as Looks That Kill. Rehearsals were posted on the actors' Instagram accounts. Director Jeff Tremaine directed Jackass in 2000, as well as the spin-off Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa in 2013. This is the first feature-length film he has directed that is not connected to the Jackass brand. In one scene, Vince asks Razzle who he'd rather sleep with, Cyndi Lauper or Boy George. Douglas Bluth, who plays Nikki Sixx, previously played Boy George in a film called Worried About the Boy, released in 2010. Val Kilmer was rumoured to be playing David Lee Roth in the early stages of development. Kilmer denied the rumours, saying he was too old to play Roth. Initially, Ashton Kutcher was rumoured to play Tommy Lee in early stages of development of the film. When the band started in 1981, Nikki Sixx was just 22 years old, Vince Neil was 20, Tommy Lee 19, and Mick Mars was 30. In a scene where Nikki wakes up in his hotel room with the groupies next to him, he throws a burrito out of the bed. According to the real Vince Neil, after a night of sex with groupies, Mötley Crüe would drive to a restaurant, buy egg burritos, rub them on their crotches to cover the smell of sexual intercourse so their girlfriends would not suspect their activities. Roxy, Tommy Lee's first fiancée in the film, is based on a woman named Honey in real life. Lee kicked Honey out of a limousine after she insulted his mother. When she started hitting him, Lee punched her in the face, knocking out several of her teeth. Although he's never outright denied it happened, Ozzy Osbourne has said he doesn't remember the gross-out contest with the band at the Holiday Inn, where he literally snorted ants into his nose. The woman in the beginning has an orgasm with the Mötley Crüe party is based on a real person that was nicknamed Bullwinkle by the band, a reference to her less than flattering facial features. She was a girlfriend of Tommy Lee and was infamous for her squirting, according to the book The Dirt. Pamela Anderson is never seen, nor her relationship with Tommy Lee mentioned in the film. Anderson was Lee's third wife. They had been married for about 6 months when Vince Neil's daughter Skylar died in August of 1995. When the 4 crew members have a drink during the Dr. Feelgood tour, Nikki Sixx tells everybody falls off the wagon once in a while. The sentence is taken from the lyrics of the song Accidents Can Happen from the album Heroin Diaries, the debut album of Sixx, later project 6am. The song, as well as the whole album, is about Sixx's near-death experience from December 23, 1987, when he was legally declared dead for 2 minutes. When choosing the name for the band, the name Xmas, chosen by Nikki Sixx, actually was well spelled out as Christmas. When it was first proposed, it was then changed to make it more provocative. The name Mötley Crüe indeed was suggested by Mick Mars, as it was his favourite from his former band White Horse. The film also leaves out several events that took place between Mötley Crüe's reunion with Vince Neil in 1997 and their farewell show in Los Angeles in 2015, including the band's split from Tommy Lee from 1999 to 2004, where he was replaced by Randy Costello and then Samantha Maloney. While not addressed accurately, it is well known that the overall relationship between Elektra Records and Mötley Crüe experienced a fallout that led Elektra to give little support to major events within the band. Thus, situations can be implied when seeing some particular scenes and actions. For example, the new album with John Corabi, lead singer after Vince Neil's departure, had little support from Elektra, thus reporting low sales. This can be seen in the scene where Mötley Crüe's concerts have less attendance than before. Now, I found this film to be rather fascinating. But look, there are many positive and negative aspects to this one. Let's start with the positives. Firstly, I found the film very entertaining and energetic. It's a very fast-paced portrayal of Mötley Crüe's wild and tumultuous journey in the 1980s music scene. Of course, there's also the nostalgia factor. I'm not a massive Mötley Crüe fan, but I do like a lot of their songs, and it's nice to just go back to that glam metal era, which the film really does admirably attempt to capture the spirit of the band's heyday. The performances are very good as well. That includes Douglas Booth as Nicky Six, Iwan Rheon as Mick Mars, and Daniel Webber as Vince Neil. And even Machine Gun Kelly turns out quite a solid performance here as Tommy Lee. Look, the problems though with the film is that maybe it focused too much on the sensational and outrageous aspects of the band history and lacked a sort of deeper exploration of the characters and their motivations. I also found the film somewhat stereotypical, as it perpetuates the stereotypes associated within the rock and roll lifestyle without really delving into the underlying issues or providing a more nuanced perspective. Now look, while The Dirt is based on the band's actual autobiography, some viewers and critics raise concerns about the accuracy of certain events and timelines. It does seem that the film has taken some creative liberties for dramatic effect. Look, in summary, The Dirt is an entertaining and fun sort of nostalgic ride through Mötley Crüe's history. It's by no means a cinema classic, nor an autobiographical music classic. Rather, it's a sort of fun, bombast, over-the-top portrayal of the rock and roll lifestyle, as seen through the eyes of the four members of Mötley Crüe. This is one of those films where you've got to switch off, sit back, relax, and be shocked, while tapping your feet to the great rock and roll songs. The Dirt gets an 8 out of 10.